What is up, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Beating the market one trade at a time for you to Market Marauder Show. It's an investment channel, helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so I'll be going over crypto news. So I try to do this every week, just giving you up-to-date articles on stuff that's going on that I came across so that you're all up to date on everything crypto. Alright, so this is from CoinDesk. So it says plans afoot in South Africa for country's first Bitcoin ETF. Now this is something that the US has definitely been debating whether they should have a Ethereum or Bitcoin ETF. I think it will definitely increase the value of Ethereum and Bitcoin exponentially if that ever was to happen. But it seems like a lot of other countries are beginning to gear up to basically adopt Bitcoin and Ethereum as a legitimate currency. So it says Luxton said in a post Wednesday the company will be making an application on the Johannesburg Exchange or the Johannesburg Stock Exchange or JSE for short for the ETF. The application will be made through Easy Equities, an online trading platform that acquired a controlling stake in DCX Capital in October. DCX Capital is manager of crypto index fund EC10 that holds the world's 10 largest cryptocurrencies as assets, which the company appears to be planning to turn into an ETF. This is reminiscent of Grayscale Investments' intention to convert the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or GBTC, into an ETF when such entrustments are approved by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Alongside Easy Equities, DCX Capital plans to partner with the custodian to safe store the crypto assets and make up the EC10. So I think this is a huge step forward for Bitcoin in general. Definitely could see the price raising once this is finalized. So definitely gonna be looking forward to see that this ETF come out and see what steps forward they're going to be doing in Johannesburg, South Africa, to increase the exposure of Bitcoin. So next article on here, I think is pretty interesting. Is Canada approves 2 Ethereum ETFs in one day. So now we have Ethereum ETFs being approved in Canada. So Purpose Investments and CI Global Assets Management both receive approval to launch an exchange traded fund, or ETF for short. In Canada, that offers exposure to Ether. So the growth of Ether, popularity of Ether. I think Ether in general will continue to grow just because it's basically the gateway to some of these other little altcoins that are out there. So, my personal opinion, I think Ether's not going, or Ethereum's not going anywhere. Bitcoin, people do buy and sell Bitcoin, but I think a lot of people are just hodling Bitcoin at the current moment. I know I'm hodling as many as I can, but Ethereum, I hodl some of them, but I think I kind of use them to try to get into some of these other little altcoins that are out there because it's easy to just swap them, even though gas fees are ridiculous. So if you're not familiar with what buying and selling a lot of different transactions, you pay gas fee, which is in the form of GUI, and GUI fluctuates based on time and place and a lot of different circumstances. But Ethereum, I think, is definitely more versatile than Bitcoin. But that to say, I think an Ethereum ETF is definitely something that's needed in the market. So anyway, it says the purpose of the manager of Purpose Ether ETF and Ether Capital Corporation will consult. The ETH will be kept in cold storage with Gemini acting as the sub-custodian and CIBC Mellon Global Securities acting as the fund administrator. CI Global Asset Management will launch CI Galaxy Ethereum ETF on April 20th on the Toronto Stock Exchange. So it's basically going to be on 420. They're going to have Galaxy Ethereum ETF, which I think is a pretty big deal. So Toronto Stock Exchange, or TSX, subject to TSX approval. It will charge a 0.4% management. So basically, it's an actively traded ETF, which means they're going to charge you fees for actively managing the ETF. And CIGAM is the manager of the ETF, and Galaxy Digital Asset Management, or GDAM, serves as the sub advisor. So GDAM. So very funny ticker. On 420, going to be looking for that to be tradable. Next, we have Dogecoin, which has been just crazy in general. For me, I hate that I sold all my Dogecoin. I sold all my Dogecoin for like $200. I should have just waited and held on to it. I had like 104,000 Dogecoin that I should have just held on to. I bought like $200 worth. I sold it for like $200 like the next week because I was like, this is not gonna go anywhere. I would have had like 50 grand if I would have waited and just held on to it. But you live and you learn on that one. Um, but anyway, this is talking about the token rallies is 6,000% on Binance, but them not being tradable on Coinbase. So Coinbase, the U.S.-based cryptocurrency exchange that went public this week with direct listing on its shares on Nasdaq, is missing out on the latest frenzy. Uh, Basically saying that Doge is not tradable on uh, Coinbase. So Coinbase is basically IPO'd. I think inevitably Doge is going to be tradable on Coinbase, which is it's not now. You can buy it on Robinhood. So if you want to sign up for Robinhood, I have a link down below where you can do so to buy some Doge. That's where I know a lot of people basically bought their Doge from. That's where I bought my Doge from. But I think Coinbase will eventually have it on there, and I think the price will continue to go back up once that happens. Coinbase being, basically the main exchange for crypto, it kind of makes sense to have Doge tradable on there. They don't now, but I think in the future they will. So that's just my projection of that. Lastly, on here, the GOAT himself, Pele, basically becomes the latest sports star to enter the NFT craze. So he's basically getting his own NFT. So international soccer superstar, aka the GOAT, Pele, is the latest celebrity to have a non-fungible token or NFT space, with his first NFT on May 2nd, with Eternity Chain, the platform announced. The collection. Created by artist King's Letter and Visual Lab, have been months in the making, and is the first feature of Pele trading cards released digitally. The two artists are working together with 30 on additional collections. So I think this is pretty big. I think it will continue to take off, just like some of the other stuff has. These Top Shot NBA ETFs, I mean not ETFs, NFTs have definitely taken off tremendously. I think it'll kind of be a similar fashion because, in my opinion, I think soccer is way more well known than basketball. So I think having Pele being the legend that he is, having something on NFT wise, I think it'll be bought up within no time. Um, the price of it probably going to be driven up ridiculously. So someone like me, just a common person, will not be able to buy it because they're probably going to be limited supply as well. But I'm definitely going to look for it to see, what the art looks like, or if it's a video rendition, or whatever type of NFT it is. I definitely would like to see it out there if the time comes and I'm not able to afford buying the NFT. So I think the NFT market in general is going to continue to grow. I like to see that more, sports people like the NBA, Major League Soccer. You have Pele, and then some of the other, companies in general are starting to jump into the NFT space. I think it's a pretty cool idea, and I think it's going to continue to grow. We'll drop a comment down below. Tell me which articles you think are going to have the most impact overall for the market. And while you're down there, hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.